Well, the dismissal of Bill O'Reilly from Fox News is not only raising questions about the future of their brand, but more importantly, is bringing a lot of attention to the issue of sexual harassment at the workplace. Let's welcome in the panel this morning. Joining me is Supriya Dwivedi, host on Talk Radio AM 640, and branding expert Tony Chapman. All right, Bill O'Reilly factored out. That's been the big headline at Fox. And I'm just wondering if this truly is, Supriya, a moment of change when it comes to harassment in the workplace. Just want to put up, this is Lisa Bloom, the lawyer for several of the complainants, her statement after she found out that Bill O'Reilly had been let go. She said, "When women speak our truth, the old order shatters. We slayed the dragon. Never forget. That is what we're capable of." Is this truly really a moment of change?
I don't want to be a downer. I'm going to say no. I think what really was the impetus here to get rid of O'Reilly was the fact that he had all his advertisers essentially pull out, and he had major advertisers pull out. So Fox News saw that 8 o'clock hour, which, you know, prime time for any television viewing, kind of drop when it came to the money it was able to make, and I think that was essentially their bottom line. It's worth pointing out, and you noted this when you were on the radio earlier with me, was that when you look at the ratings, actually, when this first broke, he didn't suffer. In fact, he upticked a little bit. So this wasn't about ratings, this was about money.
Yeah, is this more of a business decision than it is kind of a moral decision, do you think, Tony? Because Fox has known about these claims for a decade or more.
Fox has paid out $13 million to keep this quiet, so this isn't about a moral compass suddenly going right. You're absolutely right. They lost all their major advertisers, and the advertisers are starting to put pressure on Fox overall, saying, this guy has to be removed. It's not just boycotting your show anymore, we're going to boycott your network. So money talks, but what a jump ball. Who's going to fill this from Fox's point of view, and more importantly, where's he going to go next? Because in the sort of populous United States, you know someone like Breitbart or someone is looking at him saying, we don't care. We want your...
Well, let me ask you as a branding expert, what about Fox News as a brand here? Because it's not only Bill O'Reilly, but of course it's their founder, Roger Ailes, who left about 6-8 months ago under similar allegations. Is the brand going to take a hit here?
Brand is going to take a hit. A couple of reasons. Number one, they're being out-foxed by more conservative networks. And the second thing is they put a lot on his shoulders. He was the face of Fox News. So when you lose him, that's like losing Mike Wallace at 60 Minutes. I mean, that is the face of your network. It's going to be very difficult to replace him, and he's going to take his viewers with him. He's that popular. So wherever he goes, it'll be like losing Howard Stern and Sirius. He's that big. He's bigger than a network. It's almost impossible to replace him. Someone's going to take advantage of it, and I think by the end of this week, he'll have a new deal. That's
interesting. What do you think, Supriya?
Yeah.
Does Bill O'Reilly, does he have a future?
Oh, man, absolutely. And I think especially if you look at the type of audience that he was targeting towards, I don't think they really much care for sexual harassment allegations that Bill O'Reilly is still claiming are unfounded and untrue, and that, you know, a lot of his representatives and a lot of people that in the know within Fox News have been claiming are just, you know, a PC social justice warrior sort of thing out to get him. And I think that sort of argument rings sympathetic to a lot of people, specifically his viewers. And I think Breitbart would be smart, absolutely, to pick him up. I think an easy thing to see him landing right away would be something like a podcast, something like just a video monologue, like a vlog, if you will, or something along the lines of a book deal.
Well, imagine if he monetized his audience and just said, for $1 a year, or $1 a week, or whatever, I'll be your voice. He's got it. He has his own network if he wants it. But, you know, it's so true in the sense that he has a following and he's going to commercialize it. That same group elected a president with the same allegations. So they're not worried about the
worse allegations.
Worse allegations. They don't care. It's a populist movement. He's our guy. We wanted that voice. We're starving for what he has to say. Believe me, he's going to monetize it. He'll make more money away from Fox. It's Fox that's got the problem, not Bill O'Reilly.
Of course, the president defended Bill O'Reilly last week, and Donald Trump has yet to comment on O'Reilly's dismissal. I want to move to the New England Patriots. Speaking of Trump and the White House, they were there yesterday for the annual celebration. Super Bowl champs always show up at the White House, but many were absent. Supriya, what do you think? Is it the proper forum for political protest here, or should, out of the respect of the office, should you show up regardless of the holder?
So I would say normally before this president, I would have said you should definitely show respect for the office, irrespective of what your own partisan affiliation is, what you think of the president. There is a certain level of respect that needs to be given to the magnanimity of that office. However, President Trump is not a normal president. His campaign wasn't, you know, normal, and I'm using that in air quotes, I guess. So I think if there is something to be said about this president, is that he likes to bicker with people, and he likes the controversy, and he thrives off of it. So I don't necessarily know that this you know, hurts him in the view of his core supporters.
Sure.
And I would say that they have the full right, the Patriots, to exercise their, you know, of protest or whatever you want to call it.